Chelsea! 100% Chelsea. Good morning, everyone. Hope all of you are having a good morning. I have an issue to address with all of you, and this is about Diego Costa yesterday. Obviously, we went to Tottenham and got a point, as I mentioned in my match review, and everyone who I spoke with said it's a good result concerning the form we've been on recently. It's not bad. But there's one issue that has seemed to come above the game itself, and it's become the talking point, and that's Diego Costa. And now, I didn't get to see this yesterday until when I got home. So afterwards, I got to see exactly what happened on TV, and then I could see it for myself. I didn't see it when the game was actually going on. Diego Costa, in the 92nd minute, finished warming up, came back to the bench, took off his bib and threw it in the direction of Jose Mourinho. Now, whether that was direct or indirect, because he was behind Jose and he had his back turned and he just threw it behind him. Now, if you're throwing your bib behind you, you know the manager is sitting right behind you, right there. So if you're throwing it, you know there's a big possibility the bib could land on Mourinho's head, you know, in front of the world to see. I have a big issue with this. Now, it's not, a few of you probably go, oh, come on, relax, it's just a bib. That's not the point. It could have been a bib, it could have been a brick, for all I know, and for all I care. I'm not bothered. The point is the gesture and what he meant, his intention. I'm sorry, but that is completely bang out of order. Bang out of order. And his attitude is really starting to stink. It's really starting to stink. Us Chelsea fans have been backing Diego Costa from the moment he walked into the club. And he proved himself last season, and everyone was giving him praise. Chelsea fans and non-Chelsea fans. This year, he's been trying to agitate defenders. He's been trying to get them on their mental state, you know, trying to put them off their game. Non-Chelsea fans are complaining about him, saying he's a crook, he's a bully, he's an idiot, he's a mug. And us Chelsea fans have backed him constantly. Even when we know he's at fault at times, all of us just start chanting Diego, Diego, Diego. For all of you who are at the games, you would know. We constantly sing. But now, a gesture like that, throwing your bib just because you're not playing, one game, just because you're not playing, I'm sorry, but that is out of order. That's out of order. And it's proving the non-Chelsea fans right. It's proving the media right. It's giving all the critics legit ground to base their theories on. Costa is feeding these critics and proving them right. We don't want that. We don't want that at all. But he needs to take a look at himself. One game you don't play and you throw your toys out the pram. And as Jose said yesterday after the game, he's had privilege. He's the one who hasn't been on form and he's been playing every game. You know, Cahill hasn't played. John Terry's been dropped at one point. Zuma's been dropped at one point. Willian got dropped at one point. Hazard got dropped at one point. Pedro's not been playing. Oscar's not been playing. Fabregas got dropped at one point. Matic got dropped at one point. They've all been dropped at one point. Except Costa. And now the one time he gets dropped because he is legit not on form. He deserves to be dropped. Deserves it. His positioning's been out of order. He's looked like a defensive mid rather than a striker, to be fair. And sometimes he finds himself on that wing for no apparent reason. You know, and yesterday, he was warming up and he got told to warm up. So there was a chance he was going to come on. But if you had analysed the game correctly, you would know exactly why Costa didn't come on. Okay, Willian got hit in the face, didn't he? And he was constantly holding his nose and, you know, looking like he couldn't even see. He came off for Kennedy. The plan was already in place for Loftus-Cheek to come on for Pedro to secure the draw. Stick another midfielder on, possibly stick Willian onto that right-hand side and then just hold it. But Willian came off for Kennedy. And with 2-3 minutes to go, you're not going to stick Costa on because you're going to think, all right, you know what? There's 2 minutes left. We'll go for the draw. Let's just not concede and bottle it. If Costa can't realise that, and Costa can't see through that, and he decides to throw his toys out the pram and show that lack of professionalism, I'm sorry, but no matter how good you are, even though that was last season and not this season, to be fair, he needs to prove himself. He knows exactly where the door is. There are a lot of strikers out there that we can get, and I don't care who you are. If you don't show courtesy, professionalism, and maturity to the manager's decisions, to yourself, to the team, and to the media, to the world, then listen, you know where the door is, just leave. It's as simple as that. We can go for Griezmann, we can go for Aubameyang, we can go for Jamie Vardy. You know, for all I know, he's proven himself. He is proving himself, Jamie Vardy. I would happily go for him. But I don't want it to get to that point because I know what Costa's capable of. But he needs to just stop being a baby. Stop. You know, on the pitch, he's in these battles and he's getting himself into trouble. And all of us are like, you know what, let's just back him because he needs confidence, he needs it. Let's just continue to support. But if he starts doing that to the manager and start throwing your bib and just, you know, just it's childish. It's just stupid. There's no need for it. No need. What about those players who haven't been playing? What about Loftus-Cheek? Do you see him throwing his bib? No, he deserves to play. He deserves to play week in, week out. But he's not throwing his bib around. He's not throwing his toys out the pram. He's going to training and he's proven himself. Costa, if he continues to play and not score, his confidence gets knocked. Mourinho realised that and dropped him. Then he doesn't come on, starts throwing his bib at the manager for the whole world to see, and then for the whole world to start writing headlines. Yeah, let's bring more critics. Let's bring more criticism onto Chelsea's back. Let's bring it all the pressure. Let's bring it all back. Because I thought we were turning around the corner, but Costa apparently wants to bring all this pressure back onto us. We cannot have it. We can't have it. So where I stand, Costa needs to just get his head into gear, start focusing, start training properly, start playing properly, and start proving himself, and just stop the baby crap. Just stop it. Just get on with your job. If not, you know where the door is. Because there are a lot of strikers out there we can get. We've been very patient. I want to know where you guys stand with this. Do you agree with what I've said? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm all for opinion. You can definitely leave it in the comments whether you agree or disagree. Do you think we should stick by Costa? Do you think he will see form? Or do you think we should go for someone in January? And to be honest, regardless, I think we need to go with someone in January anyway to give him competition, because Falcao's obviously not doing it. I know Remy's just had a kid. Congratulations to him. If he's about to have a kid or if he's already had it, I'm not sure. But Costa needs competition. And with this attitude, I think it's only right to go out for someone. That's what I think. But do you think we need to go for someone? Let me know what you guys think. And the bib incident. What's your view on the bib incident, on him throwing his bib? Do you think it was out of order? Or do you think he has a point? Let me know in the comments. I'm all for your opinions. Let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe to 100% Chelsea. Thank you all for watching on this very dull Monday morning. I feel like I'm in Stoke, but I'm not. There we are. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see all of you really, really soon.
Go on, guys, fix in the middle!